What's up, everybody? Sage here, and I recently finished Frieren, and I really enjoyed watching the story. And in light of that, I wanted to write this what if basically, and drop a couple of my favorite characters from Frieren into the Naruto universe, and see how their different personalities would clash, and see how basically how magic would react with chakra, and a whole bunch of interesting things and interesting concepts that I think would really make for an interesting story. So without further ado and me yapping, I hope you enjoy the story. The stars flicker above the canopy. A single streak of white fire blazes across the sky, then crashes with a thunderous shock into the darkened earth. A crater burns slowly at the forest edge. Trees are scorched and the earth is devastated. At the center lies Frieren, barely breathing. Her skin is broken and scorched. Her robes, once pristine and woven with ancient protection spells, are torn and caked in blood. Her silver hair is matted, tangled with dirt, ash, and partly burnt. Shattered remnants of divine spell cling to her skin like dying embers. Her cracked staff still lies in her bloody grip. She doesn't move until the dust clears and the moonlight catches her eyelids. They flutter, just barely opening. Zedie, Croft, what have we done? Her voice is dry. Her fingers twitch. A small amount of mana flickers around her body, weak and unstable, but enough to trigger her ancient protective ward. A golden spear shimmers around her just for a moment, then fades. She exhales and falls unconscious again. Her senses are dulled by pain. She tries to cast a healing spell, but nothing happens. She tries again and again. Nothing happens. The mana is there, but it's like trying to speak underwater. She collapses fully unconscious, magic spent, mana drained, a foreign sky overhead. The devastation is felt across the world. Something big, bad, and terrifying had arrived. Villages would send out their best ninjas and scouts to track the source. The crater is enormous. It looks like a star had fallen from the heavens. Trees are flattened outwards in every direction. Some are melted. The ground at the center had fused into glass. Molten lava litters the crash site. Three figures stand at the edge, first to arrive. None of them speak at first. They stand there in awe at the devastation before them. Finally, Jiraiya breaks the silence. What the hell happened here? Some type of battle, maybe? It could have been a tailed beast. Tsunade steps forward, boots crunching on scorched earth. She crouches and touches the ground with two fingers. She makes a confused face and says, this wasn't caused by chakra. There's no residual pattern, no elemental signature. Orochimaru's eyes trace the crater slowly, methodically, as if memorizing every detail. The impact radius alone would require Biju level force, he says. Yet there's no tail beast, no seal remains. They look towards the center. A small figure lies there. Too small. Jiraiya exhales slowly. You're kidding me. Frieren is barely moving. Her body is torn, burned, cracked in ways that should be fatal. Her staff lies there broken beside her. Strange markings, remnants of spells, flickers faintly across her skin before fading. Tsunade moves immediately. She's alive! Jiraiya grabs her arm. Tsunade, wait. She turns to him. What? We don't know what she is, he says. Look at this place. Whatever did this didn't care about collateral damage. Tsunade jerks her arm free. She's breathing. Orochimaru watches silently. Jiraiya lowers his tone. Tsunade, if that thing wakes up, don't call her a thing. Then tell me, what is she? She doesn't look human. You can tell that much, can't you? Tsunade doesn't answer. She looks at Jiraiya and sees him shaking in fear. Orochimaru finally speaks. That body shouldn't be intact. Her body is damaged beyond normal tolerance. Her bones should be mush, shattered on impact, and yet she persists.
Dryer jaws tighten. So you're saying, I'm saying, Orochimaru says calmly, that allowing her to die might be the safest option. The air shifts. Tsunade stands slowly. Say that again. Dryer looks between them. He's not wrong. If she caused this, then she didn't. Tsunade snapped. This is impact trauma. Something hit her. Orochimaru tilts its head. You're certain? Yes. Frieren stirs, just a faint movement of her fingers. Tsunade kneels instantly. I'm starting treatment. Jiraiya shouts, Tsunade! She's injured, and I won't let her die. He doesn't stop her. Medical chakra flows into Frieren's body. Burns fade slowly. Internal bleeding stabilizes. Tsunade expression tightens. This is wrong. What is? Jiraiya asks. She is beyond injured. Basically, every bone in her body is broken, and both of her lungs were punctured. She even suffered massive trauma to the head. It's a miracle she's still alive. Before anyone can say anything else, Frieren's breathing changes. It becomes uneven, shallow. She's reacted, Tsunade says. Frieren's eyes do not open. Her lips part. That thing, she says. Her voice is faint and dry, like she hasn't spoken in a while. Jiraiya leans in. Hey, can you hear us? Frieren doesn't respond. So-called goddess, she continues quietly. Not like this. Tsunade glances back at the others. She's not awake. This is semi-conscious speech. Serie, Frieren whispers. You always go too far. Her body tenses suddenly as if pain spiked through her chest. Tsunade immediately places a hand over her heart, stabilizing her again. Easy, Tsunade says. Don't let her move. Frieren exhales shakily. Fern and Stark will be angry, she murmurs. They hate it when I disappear. Frieren's breathing becomes more labored. I won't let it happen, she says, suddenly more focus in her voice. Her fingers curl weakly. I won't allow that thing to reach them. Orochimaru finally speaks carefully. What thing? Frieren's face tightens, like she's recalling something she hates. The one that calls itself a god. The forest grows colder. The sun can feel eyes on them. The hairs on the back of their necks stand up. Frieren continues faintly. I won't let it corrupt them. Silence. No one says a thing. Tsunade resumes healing. Slower now. More cautious. She's burning through whatever strength she has left. Just talking. If she wakes fully, it might kill her. Jiraiya nods and says, then don't let her. Tsunade silently agrees and puts her in a chakra-induced coma. Her body relaxes, her breathing steady. Unconscious one more, Tsunade exhales. We move her. Now! We cut to the medical ward of Konoha. Only the sounds of machines can be heard. Frieren lies on a reinforced bed at the center of a sealed room. Barrier tags line the wall. Sensors hum softly, constantly monitoring chakra flow. They report nothing. No spikes, no circulation, no system they recognize. And yet, something is there. Tsunade stands at the foot of the bed, arms crossed, eyes locked under readouts. This makes no sense, she says. Her vitals are stable. No chakra exhaustion, no poison, no foreign seals. Jiraiya leans against the wall. Then why does it feel like the room is watching us? Tsunade doesn't answer. She hasn't moved since arriving. Her breathing is slow and deep. A flicker of gold briefly ripples across her skin, gone as soon as it appears. A medic flinches. Did you see that? Yes, Tsunade says. Don't touch her when that happens.
The door opens. Hiruzen Sarutobi steps in, pipe unlit in his hand. He looks older today than usual, tired and careful. He stops when he sees Frieren. So, this is her. Jiraiya straightens immediately. Yes, sir. We've placed her in a coma for now, but she did talk before. Hiruzen eye, Hiruzen's eyes would narrow at this. What did she say? Tsunade hesitating says names, places, and something of a god. Jiraiya finishes. Hiruzen exhales slowly. Explain. So they tell him everything. The crater, the impact size, the way her body shouldn't function, the way her power doesn't register on any system that they use. The words she muttered while half conscious. When they're done, Hiruzen looks back at Frieren and says, seal this ward. No visitors without my approval. Not even the council. Later in the Hokage's office, Jiraiya says, this doesn't stay quiet. Hiruzen stops. I know. The crater, yes. Tsunade folds her arms. Scouts will find it within days. Hours, Jiraiya corrects. Remember, the shock was felt all the way here in Konoha. It would have been felt in Suna as well. Plus, their nin regularly scout that region. Oh, Kumo nin as well. Hiruzen exhales slowly, and when they do, Jiraiya doesn't hesitate. They'll ask what weapon Konoha tested. They'll assume Biju involvement, a super weapon that failed, or maybe one that worked. Hiruzen resumes smoking, slower now. And her, Jiraiya stops. That's the problem, he says. She's not a weapon we control. She's not even one we understand. Jiraiya turns, expression serious now, none of his usual humor left. She survived something she should have been erased by. Her power doesn't register. Our sensors can't track it. Hell, the Yamanaka's best can read her mind. Tsunade nods. If another village gets their hands on her, they won't see a person. Jiraiya cuts in. They'll see leverage or a threat to eliminate. Tsunade clenches her fist. She hasn't harmed anyone, though. Not yet, Jiraiya says. Maybe she doesn't want to, but what if there are others like her, or worse? Hiruzen is quiet for a long moment. We need a meeting, he says finally. Jiraiya nods. We can frame it as border security for now, unusual event, environmental damage, and beneath that, Tsunade says, everyone will be asking the same question. What did Konoha find? Hiruzen looks towards the window. Far away, Frieren sleeps. A sand scout moves slowly. Great, he mutters to himself. Another ghost report. I wish they would stop sending me on these. Before he could say any more, the terrain shifts. Trees don't grow this close to the desert. Not naturally. And yet here they are. Burned, snapped, flattened outwards like something landed hard and didn't care what was in the way. The scout slows. That's not a jutsu. He kneels, pressed the gloved hand to the ground. The soil is warm to the touch. Earth release doesn't do this, he says quietly, and fire leaves residue. He tried using his sensory capabilities to sense any residue of chakra. He finds none. How strange. He keeps moving forward. Every step feels wrong. His chakra control slips slightly. The air is heavier here. He adjusts his breathing. Focus, he tells himself. Don't get jumpy. There's nothing here. Remember your training. Suddenly, the forest opens. A crater sits there, massive and clean, caved straight into the land, perfectly circular. Too precise. The ground at the center reflects light like glass. The scout stops dead. His mouth goes dry. No. No way. He edges closer, heart pounding. No guards, no trap, no patrol. There's just devastation. The scout straightens, slowly, staring down into the crater. What the hell did Konoha find? And that, everybody, is where I'm going to be ending part 0 of What If Frieren was in the Naruto universe. let me know your thoughts, comments, or any suggestions you might have in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. If you have, as mentioned before, if you have any comments or genuinely anything that you want to ask, or just mention them in the comments. I do respond to all comments. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Deuces.